You're listening to Battling Opioids, the podcast. Battling Opioids, the podcast, now on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcast, TuneIn, Amazon, YouTube, and now radio.com.
The best way for me to describe it, when you suffer from the disease of active addiction, that drug becomes your God. Nothing else matters but getting the next one.
The idea of the Blue Guardian really was born out of Assistant Chief Steve Vangello and now Captain Charlie Roca, who wanted to find a way to further help individuals.
Whenever anyone in Lehigh County administers Narcan to anyone, wherever that was done and wherever that person resides, if it's in Lehigh County, one of the officers from that area will go with a CRS to visit the person that overdosed and was given the Narcan, try to link them up with treatment or whatever kind of services they may need.
Pairing a certified recovery specialist or a CRS, it's a person in long-term recovery, so they have been in the shoes where the individuals are that have overdosed. They have that life experience. They have the experiences of overdoses. They understand and they can relate in a way that either you or I can or a police officer can't.
Part of the illusion of an opiate overdose, you ever hear the term comfortably numb? Well, that's how you feel. It's not until you come out of the overdose where you start feeling the pains and the effects of it. But while you're going out unconscious, you don't even realize that you're dying.
To me, the Blue Guardian name comes from blue for police, like the blue line, and then guardian, trying to work together to keep people safe.
People ask, well, why are we taking these steps? Why are we providing Narcan to individuals? What is the cost? And at the end of the day, it's about saving lives.
I mean, let's face it, when we go out to somebody's house, a lot of times they're scared of the police because they're involved in criminal activity, and right away they think they're getting arrested. I calm them down and let them know that they're not being arrested, they're being helped.
When Allentown PD and my office first started working on this project, we approached District Attorney Jim Martin with the concept and the idea, and the District Attorney was extremely supportive. He did have one comment for us, though, that we needed to go back and retool the program, and if he was going to do it, he wanted it for the whole county, not just the Allentown Police Department.
It's not just a Allentown City problem, it's a countywide problem.
The problem is prevalent everywhere. Don't think because you live out in the outskirts of town that the problem ain't there.
This is somebody's mother, father, brother, sister that are going through these overdose issues.
We have an opium epidemic. Everybody's aware of it. It's throughout the nation. We do our part in the city to try to get people in the recovery process.
Some of the responses are, I don't want to talk to you, get out.
And I think everybody's familiar with the Peanuts cartoon with Charlie Brown. You hear womp, womp, womp. That might be what they're hearing. But at the end of the day, when they sit down and they're able to reflect on that thought process, they can say, oh, you know what? These people were genuinely interested in, helping me out. And then I like to hear the success stories from John, where a person 2 weeks later will reach out to him and, they'll be able to go ahead and get them into treatment.
It's a good program. It's different. I think most of the officers, it takes a little bit to get officers to buy in.
I think in our society we've gotten used to the cliches, you can't arrest your way out of the situation, but I think what we've done a disservice on is providing what that option is. What is a tangible, measurable alternative for police? If they can't arrest, then what? So I think Blue Guardian fills that hole of giving them something that they can see and measure.
Let's say 150 follow-ups, they may have contacted about 50 people. So out of 150, getting them into some kind of not necessarily into treatment, but some kind of services.
We can never stay stagnant in any field to progress. And at the end of the day, it's about saving lives. And if we as police officers can partner with treatment to effectively save somebody's life, even if it's just 1 out of 20 or whatever statistic is the statistic, it's worth it.
I would like to see addicts not suffer to the degree that I suffered by spending 17 years in prison before I realized that I better make a change. You know, and the problem is young adults don't get that opportunity today because they're dying, because the drugs are different today. They actually manufacture these drugs to kill people.
Frequently, we're getting calls from the community now who are asking for a Blue Guardian appointment, and there's been no overdose. There's been nothing that's gone on the radar where the police have picked up on it, but they're asking police to come out with a CRS to make that home visit to help them provide services and, understand really what their options are.
I think that this program has definitely changed the way people think, especially those that are addicted, that we're actually there to help, not just to arrest.
Recovery starts with a call. Call 1-800-662-HELP or visit battlingopioids.org.
It doesn't take long to become addicted to opioids. 13 Pennsylvanians die from them every day. Geisinger is committed to ending opioid addiction with both prevention and treatment. In the last 3 years, we've reduced the amount of opioids we prescribe by 50%. And we've opened 4 medication-assisted treatment centers across the state to help patients recover from addiction. Learn more at geisinger.org/hadenough.